Two giant rental names face off. One famous for business, one for bargains. Which one really delivers? On the left, Enterprise, America's most accessible rental. On the right, Thrifty, budget-friendly, no-frills rentals. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. All right, before we really get into it, let's map this out. Here are the key things we'll compare: price, customer service, locations, loyalty and rewards, fleet quality, and booking experience. Each is kind of critical, so let's start at the top with price. So let's talk about the cash part. Price. First up, Enterprise. You know, they're super transparent with fees, once you dig through the add-ons. It's not super cheap, and their base rates are higher than Thrifty most of the time. But hey, their toll policies aren't going to sting you too hard. Now, Thrifty. This is where things get spicy. Thrifty has, hands down, the lowest average rates. If you're just looking to spend the least, Thrifty throws out deals pretty often. The catch? Sometimes those prices creep up with random hidden fees that show up late in checkout, and yeah, the upfront pricing isn't always clear. Between these two, Thrifty definitely wins the price war, but with a little bit of mystery sprinkled in. Customer service. So, Enterprise? Oh man, these guys crushed it in the satisfaction ratings. Like JD Power Studies kind of crushed it. They've got this massive support network, and honestly, things are usually pretty smooth. Okay, sometimes you might hit a busy office and, yeah, end up in a line. Thrifty? The time saver check-in is cool. They get you out the door quickly. But service can be hit or miss, and let's be real, those ratings just aren't great. If you care about being treated well and having help when things go south, Enterprise is the real MVP here. Let's chat locations. This one's huge if you travel a lot. So, Enterprise is just everywhere. Over 4,000 branches and accessible to like 90% of the US population. Urban focus for sure, but still massive reach. With Thrifty, it's a much smaller footprint. Just over 400 locations, mostly at airports. So, yeah, unless you live in a really major city or fly a lot, you might end up hunting for a Thrifty spot. No contest. Enterprise totally dominates on location. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Enterprise actually started with just 7 cars back in 1957? 7! And now, they run the largest rental fleet in the entire US. Wild, right? Next up, loyalty and rewards. Enterprise's program is called Enterprise Plus. It's decent. You rack up points, climb up tiers, silver, gold, platinum. But let's be real, their perks aren't as crazy as some competitors. Now, Thrifty's blue chip rewards. It's actually great for fast redemptions, like only 500 points for a free day. Plus, you can score cool partner bonuses with airlines and hotels. Both have strengths, both have some letdowns if you want massive perks, so honestly, this one's a tie. Fleet quality. Now, if you want a newer car, Enterprise totally delivers. Their vehicles are usually super fresh and there's loads of choice. Of course, you pay a bit more for that premium feel. With Thrifty, you might luck out with a new car, or it could be a mixed bag. Condition and age really depend on the location. Not as consistent, so if you don't want surprises, Enterprise is the safer pick for sure. Booking experience totally matters, right? Enterprise keeps it simple. The booking process is pretty straightforward. Add-ons are transparent and you know what to expect. Downside? Pickup isn't always speedy if it's busy. Thrifty does have online check-in, which is nice, but you have to go through like a million upsell pages for insurance, and the pricing can be weirdly cryptic until the last step. For booking, Enterprise just makes your life easier. Let's bring up the radar chart. You can see Enterprise shining in almost every category. Service, locations, fleet quality, booking. While Thrifty's biggest spike is in price, thanks to those rock-bottom deals. So different strengths, depending on what matters most to you. To wrap it all up, here's my take. If you want reliability, support, and tons of cars to pick from, especially for business or when quality actually matters, Enterprise just gets it done. But if you're all about stretching your dollar and you don't mind a few quirks here and there, Thrifty gives you a classic budget ride. It's really about what you need. If you found this comparison helpful, bookmark it for your next travel decision. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.